Let me go with the next type of problem. Next type is like a different format, that's it. Like find the minimal sum and minimal product for the following function using K-map. So they have given an expression f of abcd is equal to summation of small m. Make a notice, summation of small m, it's a min terms, means the given expression is in form of SOP. But look at the question, find the minimal sum as well as minimal product. They have asked SOP as well as POS, sum of product as well as product of sum, both they have asked. But they have given an expression f of abcd is equal to summation of small m, means SOP expression. These are the min terms. So we have min terms plus don't case, we have don't case. Okay. So as usual, when the expression in the form of SOP, you're going to fill this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 6, 7. So 6, 7. So 9, 10, then 13 we have. Look at this don't case 1, 4, 5, 11, 15. So this is 1, this is 4, this is 5, this is 11, and this is 15. I have filled with a don't case. Okay. Forget about filling up of zeros, later we can do that one. But the thing is, when you're supposed to find out the minimal sum, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to make a grouping up of ones, and we have don't case as well. When we have don't case, we need to if needed we can convert these don't case into one, if needed, only if needed. So unnecessarily we can't take all the don't case as one. Okay, if needed we can convert they don't case to the ones. Okay, so let me check, is there any possibility of an octant now? Octant means 8 adjacent ones. Is there any possibility of 8 adjacent ones? If there was x, one more x here, I could have made an octant, 8 adjacent. I could have taken this x as 1, this x as 1, this x as 1, this x as 1. If there was x here, I could have taken this x as also 1. I could have made an octant like this. But there is no x here, so I can't make octant. Okay, so if octant is not possible, then go with a quad. Is there a possibility of a quad? So yes, we have a possibility of a quad here. Like I can make this quad. So by considering this x as 1, this x as 1, I can make it a quad. So here I can consider either this x and this x as 1 and 1. I can make a quad here. This is also possible, or else I can make this x as 1 and I will make it this as a quad. You can make this one or else this one, both are right, doesn't make much difference. Okay, both expression will be right. I have not made this x's, so we have left with 1. So look at, is there any possibility of quad? Is there 1, 1, 1, 1? So I just there is a possibility of quad. We don't have ones here. So is there, if there was x here, I could have made a quad, but there is no x here. So there is no adjacent 1 to make a pair. So I can take this x as a pair. I'm sorry, 1. So I can make this as a pair like this. Okay. So fill, now after doing all this, fill the remaining positions with zeros. Don't forget to fill these zeros. Okay, you're supposed to do it. So once you're done with this, you need to find out an expression. Let me go with this. Okay, this quad, everything get cancels. A bar b will be left. I've written a bar b here. So for this one, everything get cancels. C bar d, I written C bar d, right? I written C bar d bar. Okay, so this is C bar d. Okay, for this one, A B bar and C D and C D bar, you are supposed to take a common among these two, because vertically above, C D D bar cancels, C remains here, A B bar C. I written A B bar C. Okay, this is how you're supposed to find out the SOP for the given SOP expression. This was you know this one. Okay, but they are given a SOP expression, and they are also asked for to convert the minimal product. Minimal product is nothing but POS, product of sum. So but the given expression is in the form of SOP. How do you find out the product of sum now? So you as per which are the problems we have solved, so they had given with the product of sum expression, like a plus b plus c plus d, or pi of capital M, something like that. Okay, but now they have given an expression in the form of SOP, and they have asked to find out the product of sum. So then what you're supposed to do now? When it comes to a product of sum, you know that you are supposed to group zeros, not ones. When it comes to sum of product, you need to group ones, not zeros. In case of sum of product, don't case will be considered as ones if needed, but in case of products, don't case will be considered as zeros if needed. Okay, not ones, right? So what I have done is, so look at here. For the given expression, these are the minterms. I have filled these numbers with ones, right? Ones, and this don't case as with x's, and remaining columns, remaining portions with zeros. So now I need to forget these ones, and I need to concentrate on zeros now. That's it. I have written 0 is here. I have written 0. Don't care as it is. Don't care will be common for both sum of product and product of sum. It remains the same. Okay. So I have written the don't care as it is. X. So this is 0 0. So I have written 0 0. 0 is here. I have written 0 is here. 0 and 0. So 0 and 0. So I have not written ones here, because in case of product of sums, I need to concentrate only on zeros, right? So this is one method. So or else what you can do is, so look after here, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, and these are the numbers. So which are the numbers which are not present here from 0 to 15? Just concentrate on the numbers which are not present here. Like, is 0 present here? No, right here. 1 is there? Yeah, 1 is, I don't care. 2 is not here, so write 2. 3 is not here, write 3. 4 is here. 5 is here. 6 is here. 7 is here. 8 is not here, write 8. 9 is here. 10 is there. 11 is there. 12 is not here, 12, right? 13 is here. 14 is not here, right? 15 is here. So this will be your product of sum. This I can tell it as a max terms. So I have written this thing based on which are the numbers which are not appeared in this number and this number. So this I have written as it is. Don't case is common for sum of product and product of sum. Okay. Take these two numbers and check which are the numbers which are not appeared from 0 to 15. Which are numbers have been not present here. Write those numbers. So 0 is here. 2 is here. 2 is here. 3 is here. 8 is here. 12 is here. 14 is here, like this. Now concentrate on grouping these things now. So we need to group, right? So how can we group? Check for, is there any possibility of an octant, 8 adjacent zeros? Is there any possibility of 8 adjacent 0? In case if there was x and x here, I could have taken this x, this x, this x, this x, and this x as zeros, right? So unfortunately we don't have x's here, so we can't help it. So in case if there was x here, I could have made a octant like this. Unfortunately we don't have x here. Okay, in case if we have x and x and x, I could have made an octant here. So we don't have the x's, so octant is not possible. Let's concentrate on quads. Is there any possibility of a quad now? Yes, this is one quad and this is one quad. So there is one more x here. If I take this x as 0, I can make a quad here, but is it necessary? So the thing is, you need to group zeros. You need to concentrate on grouping zeros, not grouping x. X can be used as a supporting element. X x is not same as zeros. Okay, so x can be taken as a supporting element when you want to group zeros. When every 0 is already grouped, there is no point in taking x's as zeros. Okay, see here it is 0. We don't have a supporting 0 either of this side. So take this x as 0 and make this as pair if needed. Okay, so this acts as supporting. You need to concentrate on don't case only if needed. Okay, so remaining filled with ones. So after grouping these things, you're going to get an expression like, for this quad, you're going to get c bar d bar. I've written c bar d bar here. Okay, for this quad, everything get cancelled. C bar b bar. I've written a bar b bar here. For this pair, you're going to get a b, d bar cancel c. So I've written a b c. So the expression which you got is in the form of SOP. Look at this expression. This is in the form of SOP. But in the question they ask minimal product. Product means pos. You know the product of some expression, right? So you need to find out the product of the expression which you got is SOP. So that is F bar. You need an F. So put a whole bar, F double bar. So put a whole bar for the expression. This, if you segregate like this plus will be a product, this plus will be a product, like this. C bar double bar. So in between, if you remove this bar, so this you are going to get a plus here. If you remove this bar, you are going to get a plus here. If you remove this bar, A bar plus B bar plus C bar. So here bar get cancels, bar cancels, C plus D, bar get cancels, A plus B, A bar. This will be as it is. So in your exam they might ask you like this. So they have given a SOP here. They have SOP here and they have asked to find out a SOP as well as product. So similarly they might give an expression like a pos, like pi of m. They might give a pi of m, similar things. So you need, if they are given a pi of capital M, you need to fill the respective, pi of m is, those are max terms, you need to fill the respective max terms with zeros. Okay, with zeros. So once you are done with zeros, remaining portions filled with ones. If you group zeros, you are going to get a product of sum. If you group ones, you are going to get sum of products. Okay, so after grouping zeros, whichever the expression you are going to get, that will be in the form of SOP. You will need to put a whole bar for that one and you need to find out a POS product. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. So the given, look at the question, find the minimal sum and minimal product for the function. The expression was SOP because min terms. So what they have done, they are given a sum of product expression and they have asked to write construct a KMF for SOP as well as POS both. So this, the given expression is SOP and you have constructed a SOP K-map and you have grouped ones, used don't case as ones if needed, and you find out the expression. This is final for the SOP, that is fine. But the given expression is SOP, but if you want to find out the POS now, rather than grouping ones, you group zeros. The expression which you get will be of the SOP. After grouping zeros, the expression which you get is SOP, not POS. So if you want POS, because look at this expression, this is sum of product expression, not it's a product of sum. You might ask, sir, we have grouped 0, but you're still telling us like the expression which we got is SOP. Yes, so you might have grouped zeros, but look at the format of the expression. This is in the form of SOP, sum of product. The expression for the product of sum should look like this, C plus D, A plus B, it should be like this. So in order to get an expression like this, you need to put a whole bar for the whole thing and you need to derive this expression. Then only you are going to get a POS. So this is one type. So in case, if the expression is like, if the given expression is pi of m, pi of capital M, the given expression is max terms. Let me assume max terms they are given. So what are you supposed to do? You need to fill the K-map with zeros or ones. The given expression is capital pi of m. You need to fill with zeros. Okay. Remaining portions with ones. If you group zeros, then you're going to get a SOP expression, and also after putting a bar, you're going to get a POS expression. Grouping zeros, you're going to get a SOP expression. After putting bar, you're going to get a POS expression. Just by grouping zeros, you're not going to get POS expression. After putting whole bar, you're going to get a POS expression. Grouping ones, you're going to get a SOP expression directly. That's it. This is one type of problem that might arise. Okay.